Just starting my day here. Check out what my dad got me. It's Emmett Brickowski. It's pretty funny. He's my new desk buddy. Jose was like, so are you going to give that to the kids? And I was like, no. He's going to hang out right there. What do you think, Benjamin? Do you like Emmett? Yeah? That's Dad's toy. You've got your pizza. There you go. He much prefers the pizza. Mm-hmm. He's a pizza lover. Jose, it's raining out. Thank goodness. There's been so much smoke here. It's ridiculous. Intenso assemble! It's pretty funny. As a viewer of this channel, you must think that I only drink coffee. Which is true from a certain point of view. But I also drink lots of water. Don't worry. I'm staying hydrated. Benny, you're gonna go get your photos taken. Yeah, you better smile just like that for the camera. Yeah. So kids are getting photos taken. And I'm gonna do something involving Lego. I also want to do some cleaning, organizing, sorting, and then more Lego stuff. So it sounds like fun to me. Here's the first two objectives of the day. Iron Man and Ant-Man. Two Avengers. We're gonna build them both. These are the buildable figures. So you've got Iron Man. I've had that in my backlog for way too long. And we also have Ant-Man, which was sent to me by the Lego group, and I never got around to building it. So we are going to build that. I watched this movie yesterday. Actually, I have about 40 minutes left. Oh my gosh. This is a painful movie. I am not a huge fan of it. That MODOK or Darren, like this guy right here, was just like, what the heck? Oh my gosh, that movie was hard to watch. It was like entirely green screen. I guess I haven't finished it yet, so maybe it'll get better. I don't know. But hey, nothing against these Lego sets, right? I think they're going to display well with some of those other Marvel sets. So let's start by building these. Boom. There we have it. So if you've built these figures before, these ones are just pretty much more of the same. However, I will say the Ant-Man one has some really nice print pieces, such as these shield tiles on his arm, and also the circular tile on his chest there. And of course, the face mask is printed as well. Same with Iron Man. And also, Ant-Man comes with this little trophy figure of the Wasp. And you also get an additional one of those. So that's not bad. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And of course, it's got all sorts of points of articulation, like all of the buildable figures. And then we have Iron Man. Iron Man is something different as well. Comes with a little specifications plaque, and that actually matches up perfectly with the Groot buildable figure, the baby Groot. So I'm sure he'll be standing beside baby Groot, because they're sort of like the same size. And all the points of articulation that you would expect. There's also lots of gold elements in Iron Man, which is nice. And lots of sticker pieces or sticker elements as well, like tons of stickers. It is nice that this one was all print, but Iron Man has tons of stickers. But there is the addition of a light brick. When you push that piece right there, boom, his chest will light up. That is pretty neat. And that's a printed helm, except there is some sticker detail on the back side of it. But it's, I mean, a cheap set. It's been out for quite some time, and it is what it is. It's got the light brick. Sort of what you would expect for a figure like this. I mean, I've always found these things to be funny looking to a certain degree, but I do have these two and also all the Star Wars ones behind the TIE fighters there, and I think they actually display well. I love how their heads are just poking out over top of the TIE fighters. So they display well when there's a bunch of them like that there. I should work on collecting more of the Star Wars ones. For sure, my favorite one is probably Grievous. The Scout Trooper on the bike is pretty sweet. And of course, Darth Vader as well. So I just named three. I refuse to tell you my favorite one. It's probably the Scout Trooper just because that speeder bike is pretty cool. Holy Toledo, everybody. It's the end of my day. And I forgot that I have this buildable figure that was sent to me by Lego as well. But it's the end of my day and I'm not able to build it. I'm just done for the day because we do a lot in this vlog. As I fly by it, though, look, there's Baby Groot, right? He's holding his cassette tape. Awesome Mix Volume 2. And there's the specifications plaque, which sort of matches Iron Man's. Okay, so it looks like we've got 2 awesome additions to that Marvel shelf there. In addition to that, why don't we make one more addition and build the Nano Gauntlet, which I bought on release day? What was that, August 2022? A little bit crazy. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the time today to finish building the UCS X-Wing, but we may as well like keep the Marvel vibe going and build this Nano Gauntlet. Ooh, it's got the chromed out elements. I actually never knew that. Don't those look fancy? Also, it has all 6 Infinity Stones, of course, and some gold elements. Yeah. I don't think this set was too hyped, was it? Like, I don't think everybody was like, Nano Gauntlet. But, I mean, it's going to match up perfectly with the Infinity Gauntlet, right? And, of course, it has a very similar build style to that. And all of the fingers can articulate, just like the Infinity Gauntlet as well. Pretty neat. A lot of hinge elements and some dark red shield tiles there. It looks pretty clean. Like, it displays well beside these other 2 guys. And once again, it's going to be a great addition to the Marvel shelf, but these chrome elements, definitely a nice addition. If those were light gray, that'd be sort of like a boo moment, but that actually looks pretty good, eh? Not too bad. It's been out for a while. I'm late to the party. Also, we got the printed piece there for the little, not specifications plaque, but like identifying plaque, I guess. The Infinity Saga Nano Gauntlet. Right on. Let's go update the Marvel shelf. I don't know how all these random things always end up on my shelves. Well, actually, I do know how. It's because I put them there. But look at this. We've got a Homer Simpson brickhead who's missing his stomach, a koala, 2 trains from the Bricklink Designer Program Studgate Station, and then back here there's like a Buzz Lightyear loosely fitted in his package. Like, why are you there? It's because I just put this stuff on the shelves as I walk by. Plus, like, why are these by the Slave 1 set? And why is the other Guardians of the Galaxy ship down here? And what is this? Where did this come from? The heck? And then we've got like a propane bullet and also a police helicopter because I was robbing parts from the propeller or helicopter blade, I guess. And then look at these guys. Like, what are you doing? Are you stealing a piano? Like, we've got a couple bandits up here. It's time to give these shelves a little bit of a refresh here because it's become a little bit of a clutter, but hey, it still looks good. It's all Lego at least. The Benatar was a crazy build. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it is so hard to display. No matter how you have it positioned on its stand, whether it's like this or whatever it may be, the wingspan on it is just massive. And also it's pretty long. You can see how far it comes off the stand, right? So when you go to place it on a shelf, like I had it down there before, it pretty much consumed that whole spot. So there's not really a good way for me to display it with all of this other Marvel stuff because it just takes up so much space. The only way that I could get away with it, maybe, is if I somehow like hung it. So it was like hanging way up there. I did attempt to put it on a riser so it'd be in that left corner there, like the new Guardians of the Galaxy ship, but once again, the wingspan just didn't allow that to happen. It just consumed too much space. But I moved the Hall of Armor up here, got the 3 buildable figures, got some mechs as well, the 2 gauntlets. Thor's hammer is raised up a bit there, just on one of my plastic risers, and same with that ship back there. So I think that does a pretty good job of filling the space. There's a bit of open space right here. Could probably put some more Marvel minifigures or something like that there. This is pretty much wide open, but we got the 2 bounty hunters, right? Boba Fett and the Mandalorian. Eventually, I'm going to be adding Cad Bane's ship to that shelf somehow. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but once I get it built, I guess I'll figure that out. And then just some more Marvel stuff down here. Hasn't really changed much. And over there, there's a huge open spot, and that's where this is going to go because I just could not figure out how to display that set with all of the other Marvel sets. So that's all freshened up, and so am I. Look at that. Got my Spider-Man shirt on. You know what? I was just thinking to myself, maybe there's a way that we can expand that Hall of Armor. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I got the new Iron Man Hall of Armor set ready to be built, so let's take care of that. So everybody, I am pretty fortunate, I will admit that. This one here was sent to me by Lego, and right when I ordered it through Lego, I opened up some fan mail. And Joe sent me one as well. So thank you so much, Joe. We're going to build yours today. The highlight of this set, in my opinion, is, of course, the minifigures. Like, look at that minifig lineup. That's crazy. Here's all the minifig parts. Yeah, pretty awesome. Also, you get the Hall of Armor and a bunch of cool sticker elements, like these ones here, which identify the suits of armor, and just other miscellaneous sticker elements. Then you get like a bunch of like little accessories, like these tables. That are pretty neat little builds, right? Ultimately, this style of stuff should go in my custom Avengers Tower. Maybe fill a floor with all of this stuff. I've been thinking about that Avengers Tower for quite some time. It needs an upgrade, but there's a rumor, I'm not confirming it because I honestly can't confirm it, and I don't know if it is confirmed, but there's a rumored updated Avengers Tower coming out. And if it's anything like the Daily Bugle, well, then that Avengers Tower there is going to get exploded. I'm going to use the parts for something else. What that's going to be, I haven't decided yet. But maybe, depending on what it looks like, I'll get one or two of the new Avengers Towers. I'm not sure if it's coming out. There's no information that's official. But maybe you get two of those, and then I double it up like I did with my Daily Bugle. That would be so cool. Okay, but another highlight of this set, of course, is the vehicle. And it's got the 3 sticker pieces right there that represents the diorama of Stark Expo, like the one that Howard Stark created. And this vehicle is really nice, right? Iron Man 2, pretty sweet. And then we got this little platform right here, which once again could be integrated into my Avengers Tower. I actually have something like this from the original Iron Man Hall of Armor. There's been 3 of them now. There's like the 2 expansions and the original one. But I have this in the bottom of my Avengers Tower. And of course, I've built the Hall of Armor, which is different from the original, right? But this one actually looks pretty cool. It is much different than the other one. So that's sort of a curveball. But why don't we build all these minifigures and put them in the Hall of Armor? Oh yeah, you also get Dummy as well. Okay, I'm getting ready to frustrate a bunch of people here. I've got Ivan, Pepper Potts, and Nick Fury in the Hall of Armor. How else do you store all these minifigures away, though, just to make sure they're with the original set? I don't know. That's the thing, though. Like, these things are just, like, so scattered. Like, what happens to all these? These will just get either tossed in my Avengers Tower or parted out or put into my sticker drawer. Like, I don't really want to display all of this on my shelf because my shelves are so clean. And when you display stuff like this, it just gets so scattered and looks sort of messy. I know Tony is for sure going to go in the Lego City, so we can put him anywhere here. But I will say, my Pop Culture Street, oh my gosh, looks like Batman fell over there. But my Pop Culture Street is getting a little bit busy. I definitely have to reduce the amount of vehicles and the amount of things happening on Pop Culture Street. I've been thinking about that. I need to just spread some of the stuff out because some of the roads aren't as busy. But I think when you add too much stuff to a Lego City, like, yes, it's awesome, but like, there's just too many vehicles clustered together. It doesn't really look that good. So I've got to reassess my Pop Culture Street, maybe reduce the amount of like battles happening and the amount of minifigs and the amount of vehicles. Some people won't like that, but I don't know. I just think I need to spread it out a bit more and maybe cycle some of those minifigures onto my minifig wall or just keep it as is. I can't decide, but it might be getting a little bit too crowded. I know this stuff was just thrown here when I was cleaning up miscellaneous stuff and just all the vehicles just end up right here, or right here where I want to build a green space that needs to get dealt with ASAP. So I need to decide whether or not I want to stick with the old school layout for the Hall of Armor or convert it all to the new style. And I also need to pull out everything that's not an Iron Man suit. But I need to get more of them too. I want to maybe like search Bricklink and try and complete my collection of Iron Man suits or Iron Man minifigures. I think that would be so neat. I might just pop open my Avengers Tower and just huck this stuff inside so I know where it is. And that right there is how you consume the majority of a day. Building Lego Marvel sets, not bad. So what should I do next? Well, I've already started doing it. Tidying up. Always feels good to go around and just put things where they belong. Make things the way they're supposed to be, right? Why is there a toilet here and then a zoo toilet here? I don't know. That belongs in the zoo. Why is there a table here? Why are these guys over here now? I moved them from over here to over there. It's time to put them where they belong. All right, I'd say that it's looking pretty good. Everything is where it's supposed to be now, which is always a good feeling, right? But you know what? As I was doing this, I realized I better take care of something because I'm just tired of looking at this wall. So I'm going to be doing some paint touch-ups because that is just not good. That's where I'm supposed to be like reviewing sets and command strips. Not the Velcro ones that hold up my art, but like the regular command strips just destroyed this wall. Some of them came off neat and tidy and some of them did not. I also got a bunch of other things that I need to fix. So I'm going to try and do that. I've got my painter's poly set up there. Going to use some spackling, right? And then just scrape it, sand it, and then once it dries, hopefully paint it. I do have some spare paint from when I painted this basement, but that is, what, 3 years old now? 2.5 years old? So I bet you it's starting to become chunky. Needs to be strained. It might be easier just to go to the hardware store and buy some new paint, just a little can of it, because you know how paint gets chunky after a while and you gotta like strain it? Yeah. Probably not the best to use the old paint, but still, I'm glad that I'm gonna be able to get that all patched up today as well. You know, I'm not a pro, but I should just be able to sand that down and repaint it, and then there you go. Whip out the old magic eraser too and take care of some of these scuffs, and then it'll be as good as new. So Lily, what do you think? Does it need one more coat? Does you need one more coat? That does. Look at her outfit. You're pretty darn cute today. Benjamin, are you cute too? Mm-hmm. That's a style and outfit, buddy. Woo! You like the big bright lights down here, do you?
Yes, he does.
Too bright. I think I got the black lung pop. So, do I perform the task here? Do I bring this whole plate back over to my desk and move this horse stable one stud forward so that roof sits on there properly? You know what? I didn't tack the horse stable down, so I'm actually just going to do it right here so I don't have to move this plate, because I think in order to get this plate out, I also have to move this plate. It's like, I'd rather just like stretch and reach over there and try and modify it standing in this little hole and stretching 30 inches. It might hurt my back, but I'm going to do it anyway, just because I think it's going to be easier in the end. Well, that took 5 minutes. Why didn't I just do that when I placed it originally? Never be lazy. Just do things, because they don't take long. Like, literally 5 minutes, and it's fixed. And there we go. Problem solved. The roof sits on there nicely. This area is coming together beautifully. Next thing we're going to be working on is raised platform coverings and the dungeon. Oh, there's been something that's been bothering people, and I'm going to fix it today with this dirt bike. And that's this 4x4 vehicle right here. We're going to swap that up with a couple dirt bikes. Can they stand on studs? No. They cannot. Okay, there we go. We're going to fix it up with a couple dirt bikes. Oh, I'm just kidding, everybody. But in all seriousness, this guy right here is an absolute show-off. Look at that wheelie he's popping. I'm actually excited about building this set right here, the Pac-Man arcade. The cool thing about it is it actually only has a 7-inch depth, right, Tico? So it's going to actually fit on a billy shelf, which is a huge positive for me, because I think it's going to pair up like beautifully with some of these other arcade themed sets like Bowser, Pikachu, the question mark block, and also the NES. My Atari, I gave my Atari away during a Whatnot stream one time, so that one is gone. But I think the Star Wars sets that I was talking about earlier, like the X-Wing, and also Cad Bane's Justifier, and this one here, which is the Mandalorian Fang Fighter and TIE Interceptor, and also the Brickhead 5-pack there. are all going to be built in a vlog, sort of like what I did today. I don't think I should mix Marvel with Star Wars, but I think I'm going to build all of those sets in a vlog one day, and then we'll do a big shelving update and try and fit them somewhere in this Lego room. Yeah, so that's going to be an objective for another day. Tico's trapped down here because we have to keep the door shut. Otherwise, the kids will go for a little tumble down the stairs. You made your choice a while ago, buddy. You going to come upstairs now? Come on, Tico. Come on, buddy. Come on, Tico. Upstairs. Come on. Tico, come on. You got it, buddy. Build the courage. Should I call Tico?
Tico!
Come on, buddy.
Tico!
Come on, Tico. Come on. You can do it.
Tico, you wanna go outside?
You wanna go outside? He's scared of stairs. Come on, little guy. You got it. I'm gonna have to give him the courage he needs. Come on, Tico. Come on, buddy. There you go. Farewell. Oh, yeah, you're coming for the stairs now? Full tilt jeepers, Millie. Settle down, girl. No, seriously. Don't scare me like that. That's why this door is shut. Okay, no. Back away. Move your little hands. She's like, what's down there? Jeepers. We're going to have to get an auto shut function on this door. Seriously. Or just every time, obviously, they're out. Every time they're out and about, just make sure the door's shut. And that's obviously what we do at this point. Right, guys? Right, Millie? Millie? You blowing bubbles, Benjamin? Yeah? Gosh, you guys are cute today. Wow. Well, you're cute every day. Always crawling for my slippers. Dad! Your slippers! Woo! Alright, the second coat has been applied, and now it's time to just tidy up Pop Culture Street a little bit. I'm not going to reduce the amount of minifigures because those are just what make it pretty awesome. Just like things like this. That's actually pretty cool. Taserface, I'm not going to make fun of Taserface, but there's just a bit too much going on in a tight space here. So I've just got to tidy it up a little bit as I discussed earlier. So really, I'm just going around fixing traffic lights, standing minifigures, ungrouping vehicles, just so it looks a little bit better. And while I'm doing that as well, I'm just going around and looking for dust particles and cleaning it up. I do this every once in a while. Obviously, I don't make a video every time I go around and just do maintenance. Like I just cleaned the haunted dust house there. And yeah, just sort of going around and making sure everything's relatively clean to make it look a little bit more presentable. And just to keep on top of the dust, truly. Do I look cool while I'm doing this? You betcha I do. Woo! That is one hot look. While putzing around the Lego City, I discovered 3 plates that needed the Mills treatment. So I'm going to do that as well. So I've actually been using 1x2s along the edge of my Mills plates just because I have so many blue and red 1x2s, and it just helps conserve my 2x2s, which I'm constantly running out of. It's actually crazy to think how often Lego makes me bleed. All right, plate number 1, plate number 2, and plate number 3. There we go. These are going to be awaiting detail, such as more green space, similar to the green spaces that we've recently installed. But this definitely looks better than having regular base plates in these spots. Jordan. Look at all those colorful bricks on the edge of the Mills plates. That's just because they've been cycled so many times. And yeah, I know. When we work in the amusement park, I hope to fix this misalignment. It's driving me nuts. So are these miscolored plates and bricks. I don't know if I have it in me to fix that today, though. It's sort of a pain. Is it, though? Is it really that big of a pain? Remember when I fixed this and I said, don't be lazy, things don't take that long? It's been a long day, though. So I ended up doing it all. Except for this dark gray plate. I'm like, yeah, that's not too bad. Like, that's all right. And, like, the hospital, I just don't feel like removing this green plate. You're not going to see that anyway. Like, as long as the gray is there. The colorful bricks with the holes look pretty bad. But this isn't too bad. Yeah, there you go. It actually looks much, 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 much better. Happy that I did it. For the most part, over here by the Quickie Mart, it's all done. All the roads are done, and all the ones on this side, starting at the haunted house and going toward the Quickie Mart. I didn't do it on the bookshops or this plate right here because this plate still needs to be developed. And I don't know if the bookshops are going to stay here. This is like Birch Books, right? And then this is the alternate build of the pet shop. But I don't know if they're going to stay there because this is going to be a corner garage, sorry, a corner gas station. And when I build the corner gas station, I don't know if it's appropriate to have that beside two bookshops. So these buildings might be changing anywhere. So I guess it'd be easy enough to go in there and do it, but they might be moving. So it's irrelevant because you don't really see this very often. This plate over here, like, is not developed yet. It's one of the only places in the downtown core that's not developed. It's right by the farm. It drives me crazy. What I should do is take the activity center or the bakery and just put it in this spot. And then that would cap that off. What I could do here is put a green space or my farmer's market. I was thinking originally maybe the farmer's market would go there. Then I was thinking maybe it should go over here. But now I'm thinking maybe this should be a green space with the farmer's market. And that would be a good transition from downtown to the nature area. The nature area now starts like way over there by the beach, right? And it's fully customized landscaping stretching all the way through here on top of the raised platform and all the way to the new plates that I recently developed with the jousting and the medieval blacksmith. So I'm pretty excited about the landscaping. It pretty much goes around the entire perimeter of the Lego city. And when we get the amusement park done, it will go around the entire perimeter of the amusement park because you better believe the amusement park is going to be this level of like detail and like part usage. It's going to be insane just like this when I get around to developing it. And that is honestly coming soon. Beach, this area, platform coverings, couple green spaces, amusement park. That's it. I know, I've been saying it for years, but that's it. Once those green spaces that I like made today and this area gets developed, we're on to the amusement park, and I could not be more excited. That is going to be awesome. And with that, my friends, I am done for the day. Got a lot done. I know it's sort of some random sets and some random maintenance, but all the stuff that I did today had to be done. Those sets had to be built, and the city had to be touched up, and whatever else we did. Oh yeah, I patched those walls too. So I got to go to the hardware store. I got to sand that down tonight too, but I'm not going to continue this vlog. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming on by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I appreciate the views. This is why I'm able to do this every day, or that is why I'm able to do this every day, because of your views. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed my channel and my vlogs. I really enjoy making them. Like, seriously enjoy making these videos. I'll let you know some information here. The last 2 days, so I said earlier today was Monday. Yesterday, which was Sunday, my brother phones me and says, do you want to play video games? Like, honestly, man, I'm working in my Lego city. Like, I don't want to play video games. Like, seriously. Because like, this is what I enjoy doing. And I got a text today, do you want to play video games? Because our clan was playing video games. We have a little clan. There's 2, 4, there's 5 of us. And I was like, guys, like, seriously, I would rather be doing this. It's ridiculous to say, but I would rather be doing this. So sheer enjoyment on my part. Some of it is a bit, repetitive and boring, like fixing the mills plates. How many mills plates do I want to build, right? But the end picture looks fantastic, and all of those things that I do, like putting the great brick around the border or adding a copious amount of slopes to a plate, they all add up to something that looks spectacular in the end, and it's coming along great. So thank you once again. Have a great day. Farewell.